Everyone, welcome back to our channel. I hope you all guys are doing very well. So like always, let's start our session with a discussion what we have done so far. So far we came to know what is Power BI, what is BI, how Power BI and BI are related to each other, what are the three different views that are provided by Power BI to us, and it is report view, data view, relationship view. Also, we came to know in detail about what report view is and what data view is. While working with report view, we came to know what are the different visualizations that are provided by Power BI. Also, we came to know how we are going to load the data in Power BI and what are the different sources that are available in Power BI. While working with report view, we also worked on how we can format, how we can style our visualization based on our requirements. Now talking about data view, in data view side we came to know what is the benefit of using data view, what we can do with data view. Also we came to know the new things that are available or provided by data view, which includes adding a measure, adding a column, or adding a table. But adding a table is something that we have heard of, but we have not done it yet. But don't worry guys, we are going to do it in our next sessions. So for now, just to keep a consistency, let's complete our three views. First, let's come to know what are these three different views and what is the benefit of these three different views. Why we are not using all the three views. So now let's move on our next view, which is relationship view. Okay. So this one is the relationship view. So what is the benefit of relationship view? Why we are using this view? So the advantage that we get using this view is that we get a relationship among few tables. But again, no relationship can be happen until and unless there is something that is going to have a connection among those. So definitely there should be a key which is going to be a connectivity among the two tables. So let me explain this with an example. So just to do that, we need to add another table over here. So since this is a product table, I'm going to add some tables related to product only. Okay. So now let's go again to get data, then our CSV, and now let's select product categories because this is a table that is returning some data related to product only. Okay. So as soon as I'll be selecting product category and I'll click open, now it will start loading inside our system. But again, before loading, it will show us the sample data. Now we don't want to make any transformation on the data, so we are going to directly load this data. Okay. So as soon as this is going to be loaded in data on this relationship view, you guys can see that there is no connectivity among the two tables. If we see category, it's easier for us to compare with this column because it's having only these tables, because this is having only two columns, whereas there are several columns in it. So if I go and check for category name, I don't find any column which is named as category name. Similarly, if I go for product category key, there is no column related to it. Okay, there is a single column product subcategory key, but it's something that is different. So again, I said no relationship can be created until and unless there is something that is going to connect the two relationship or two people or two tables. Okay, so in this case, there is no key which is working as a joining key among those. So now let's look for another table which is going to create a relationship view, which is actually going to be useful for relationship view. So now let's add our one more data view. Okay, get data, text CSV, and we have selected product categories. Now we are going to select product subcategories because this again looks like this is something related to product. So as soon as we will be adding this table to our report, you guys can see there will be a establishment of relationship among these three tables. So you guys can see that now all of these three tables are connected. So this subcategories table is able to connect with the product table since product subcategory key and product subcategory key, both keys are available in this table. Similarly, it can connect with this table too, since product category key and product category key both are available. Okay, so in this case, it was easier for us to understand that these were the joining keys because we were having lesser number of columns. What if the columns are bigger in size? So in that case, there is a good functionality of Power BI, I must say. So whenever you will be hovering on this connection, it is going to show you like which column is connected to which column. Okay. Similarly, if I am going to do this, it is again going to show me which column is connected with which column. Okay. Now there is one more question that must come in your mind, but if it is not coming, then it is coming in my mind, and I am going to explain that too. So the question is, what if I don't want to have this relationship among all these three tables? I want to make some another relationship, or I don't want it to be with this field. So suppose there are two key fields and I want to have another field inside the product table. I want to create a new column inside the product table, and I will be naming it as product category key. So I no longer need this subcategory column to be there. So to do that, what I'll be doing or what I'll be suggesting is like, it's will this be working? This is a question. So what is the work of this relationship? So the answer to this question is that this is something that Power BI has given us. Okay, if it is working for us, it's fine. It's going to help us in reducing the time consumption. The relationship is already there. Only thing is we need to check if it works for us. Fine. If it not works for us, then also it's fine. Why? Because we can remove this relationship. So how we can do that? Question again. Okay, so to do that, we need to right click on this and just press the delete. Okay, as soon as you will select delete, and now there is no relationship among these two tables. Okay, so now there are certain things that are also available here. The properties of these two tables, like how they are connected to each other and everything. So now we can check on that too. Okay, so how we can do that? So we need to double click on this icon, left double click. Okay, now you guys can see that here is subcategories table and here is product categories table, and in drop down we are getting the product table too. Similarly, in this case, we are getting all the three tables. If we go below, we guys can see that there are several options available, like many to one to many, one to one, many to many. So right now, by default, it's selecting many to many. If we want, we can make the change too. Similarly, if we talk about the cross filter direction, there are two options. One is single, one is both. But we will be discussing on this point later on in our next videos. But just to let you know that it is not that whatever Power BI has given us, we need to accept it and work with that. Power BI has given us a default option, and if we want to make any change or there is any requirement that asks us to make some modifications, we can do that too. Okay, so let's close it for now. And again, since I really don't feel that this column is not required for me, so I'm going to join it again. So now the relationship is again there among the three tables. Now what will happen when I have connected all the three tables together? Now let's see what will happen, and we can check it by going on report view. So on report view, if you guys see on the right side, you can see that all the three tables that we have added there are available here. Now let's see what will happen if we will be taking columns from each of the three different tables. So to do that, I would suggest let's take a table visualization, bring it to the top and increase its size a little bit. Now let's select category name from this table, and now let's select subcategories name. If it is subcategory name, then let's select subcategory name, and after that I want to know the product cost, so I'll be adding product cost. Okay, Oh, product cost got added twice. So let me reduce it once. Okay. Now we guys can see that we are able to use all the three columns from all the three tables, and even it is showing us a perfect data. It's showing us category wise its subcategories and the cost for each of the subcategories. So it's actually good for us, right? It was pretty much less time consuming for us to add a relationship among two tables or among three tables, and now we can use it too. So this is the benefit of relationship view. So far we have came to know what report view is, what table view is, or I must say what data view is, and what relationship view is. In our next session we will continue our learning with all the three views. So it depends on the requirement. We will make some requirement, and we will work on creation of a dashboard. So the benefit of creating a dashboard will be we will be able to explore more and more visualizations. We will be able to explore more about measures, more about tables, more about columns, new columns, and more about the benefit of relationship view. Okay, so that's all for our today's session. We will continue our next session. For now, thank you for watching all my videos. Have a nice day.